The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Ready, set. Blaster, stick.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go. Hey, go steal.
It'll be Cruz here on the carry. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Falcons at 1-10 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That throw by Young incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? This is caught. It's Cruz. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
That good for 19 and a first down.
63. Out.
Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 57 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Falcons grab it. Problems there on the option and a costly turn.
Partner, you know we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here we go. Here we go. .52 blaster. Ready?
1st and 10, Young. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To the air once more, Young. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
2nd down, Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
No,
2nd down and 3. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jalen Hurts, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Check smash. Set.
On the ground, it's Cruz. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Smash. Red. Hut, hut.
Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. Oh, good move. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Slide through. Green Jack. Ultra. Go Ultra. Ready.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Off the play fake, Young. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Black shot. Drill green. Set, hut.
Young to throw it.
Running free at the 45. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Devontae Smith.
87 yards.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. This one completes to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On second down, Young. That went into the hands of Flowers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The play fake. Now Young. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Looking deep here for Flowers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On first down, Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Down the right sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for 2.
Shot, 17.
They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
After the sack on first down, Hurts. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
A give to Pacheco off the option.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got it. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now Sam Sloman is on. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
2nd and 12.
Black Ultra. Strike. Check. Strike. Edo Blue. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Got it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
18-yard line.
Ready. Hey, go Fury.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And they'll spot him at at the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Pacheco. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Blaster, 6. Mega. Set.
Now Young.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. Set.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hut.
Back to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Hey, check Mega. Set.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Bengals. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Bengals are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Young on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey, 73, 73. Hey, easy, 63, 63. Back.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Luke Schoonmaker from 10 yards out. And the Bengals have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Sam Sloman for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Jamal Agnew. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Dicker as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He's got a man complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready.
A second down throw for Young.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 34 yards that time.
Here we go. 6, 7.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready, ready. Red, cycle.
Now a first down throw for Young. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Ultra. Ready?
To throw on second down is Young. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Young on third down. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here's 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Come on, set. Green Jack. Set.
On 1st and 10, Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Drill green. Mega. Cut.
Looking to throw, Young. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their